Hey you guys, so I just wanted to talk to you today. Oh boy, it's been a wild month. I'm just gonna tell y'all that it's been a wild month, man. I've had a lot of dreams and a lot of things going on. All right, so let's start this off with one dream two dreams that I had, but let's start with the first one. The first one took place, I don't even know where we were at. I just know that it was like me, another woman that I had never seen before, and two white guys. One had long hair, one had short hair. They were young men, just young men. And they were like, come on, jump on my bike. And they come in. I was like, okay, they're coming, let's go. So I jumped on the bike and we took off. And when I looked back, I saw like these people. They looked like they reminded me of zombies. I wouldn't say they were zombies because it wasn't like their flesh was coming off or nothing, but they were like demon possessed. And they were acting kind of like zombies do, but more like I Am Legend zombies. And they weren't even zombies. They were people that have been infected by something. And in this case, they were infected by demons. And they were trying to come after us. And we jumped on these bikes. And these bikes were fast. Like, they were super fast. And, like, within seconds, we were gone out of their sight. And we pulled up to this mansion. And in the mansion, it had many levels and stuff. And wasn't like a heavenly mansion. It was just a regular mansion. We came to the two guys' places and we were hiding out there. We turned off all the lights and stuff and we were hiding and watching out. And like the group that, was running behind us, and it was a lot of them things, a lot. They came from over the hillside and they were looking towards our house to see, but they couldn't really figure out what house we were in. And then like the dream went to the next day and somebody knocked on the door and he was a demon in disguise. And he said, hey, can I stay here with you guys? And immediately we all knew like something was off with this guy. He's not human. So we told him no. And later on that day, like he brought that group of demon people to the house and they were like jumping all over the house and stuff, but they couldn't get in because the house had like security measures and stuff put up, like if they couldn't get in. And like it was like kind of like if you ever seen The Purge, I know it's a worldly movie, but it was like in The Purge that they were in a mansion and the mansion had like it locked down, like it had bars and stuff like that. And that's the same thing that happened, like, and it kept them out. And then that was the end of the dream. That was crazy. Like that dream felt so real. Like even time and like going to the next day felt so real. It was crazy. All right, I had two dreams. One concerning my family, and actually I've had quite a few dreams concerning my family. And at this moment in time, I've really cut my family off. Like I cut my mother off, I cut my brother off. I don't really talk to my older brother because he does his own thing. And I had a dream about him, that he has one foot in church and one foot in the club. Like he does rap and stuff. He's a well-known rapper and stuff, and and basically God showed me like he be in the club rapping, cursing, women be on him and this and that, and I saw him, and then the next day he was at Sunday service church sitting there, like he didn't do nothing wrong. So he's kind of like lukewarm. And my twin brother, I didn't have any dreams about him, but my husband is transitioning into the military, and we were trying to not have to rent from a place, but stay with family while he's in training and stuff. I needed a place for me and my daughter, and my twin brother was like, oh, you can stay with me if you pay me such and such money. And I paid him such and such money. And he, like, almost broke up my marriage. Like, literally, like, I was like, yo, like, me and my husband have been going through a lot. You know, everywhere we go, it seems like people are trying to be sneaky and stuff, and it causes conflict in our marriage. Ever since I started making the videos about God and stuff, like, people have literally been trying to sabotage, break up on my marriage, talk. It was just craziness. I never experienced like that before until now. But you know, change is coming. Warn me about that. That happens when you stand up for the Lord and stuff. And again, I'm not gonna stop making videos just because that happens. I told God I was going to start showing people the truth, and I told God I wasn't gonna harbor my dreams anymore. I was gonna let people know, you know, because I don't like, you know, I don't want to be told, yo, I gave you all these dreams and all these visions and you didn't even help my people. You didn't have enough guts. You didn't have enough, you scared for what? You know, people who are scared will share in the lake of fire, and I'm not scared to tell people about Jesus Christ and stuff, even if I'm under a spiritual attack, you know. But anyways, so I was staying with my brother, and my brother was, he was just saying stuff about me, because me and my husband, we maybe argued 2 times there, and it wasn't even a real argument. We had been going through stuff prior to going there, and we had we just was in a bad mood towards each other, and like, but my brother was like attacking me, and he was saying stuff about me, saying I wasn't taking care of my daughter, and he just said all types of stuff, and I'm like, what are you talking about? We pay for all her food, her clothes, like, she's okay. Like I didn't understand, like, he just was saying stuff, and then he tried to kick me out, and I was like, I didn't, and the whole time I wasn't the aggressor. I didn't say anything to him. He was the one who was aggressive. He was the one who was like attacking me in my marriage, and like that caused a lot of, you know, I want to say it caused a lot of arguing in my marriage, and it caused we almost broke up because of me, because I just didn't want to deal with it. I was just like, yo, I'm so tired of this. Like, but then I was like, you know what? I got a good man that God brought into my life, and I can't just let the devil just tear my family apart because he's working through my brother. So I decided to leave. This is the 2nd time I've had to leave a place. Anyways, I'm all right though. Like, I have a place that I found to rent and stuff like that. Like, I always got something up my sleeve, yo. Like, even though, like, we're temporarily staying in a hotel, that was just because I just needed to rest. I've been driving for a long time, and I was like, yo, I'm tired. Like, so, you know, but I found a place to rent and stuff. Like, I literally in days, like, that's how, girl, I always got something up my sleeve. So I left literally the next day after that, after 2 instances with my brother, and I told him, you know, I really don't want you around me, because you know, he is professing Christian, but he's a person who, he has no sympathy for people. He doesn't care about anybody but himself and his family. He's about money, you know. He's always been like that. He's always been a mean person to me, you know. And he's always gonna be, my whole family's always been mean and never supported me, never tried to help. And if they do try to help, you know, it comes with a cost. You know, they're gonna disrespect me. They're gonna try to belittle me in front of my daughter. And, you know, I've dealt with that my whole life. You know, I've been used by my family my whole life. So, you know, I just decided, you know, I don't want you a part of my life, and, you know, have a good life. I love you, but, you know, if I keep staying away around people like that, like, and getting degraded in front of my daughter and in front of my husband all the time, like, there's going to be no respect from my daughter. My husband will respect me, but my daughter, as she gets older, she's going to see that, and she's not going to respect me if constantly my mother and my family are constantly putting me down in front of her. So I decided to cut them all off, because it's really causing conflict in my marriage, causing conflict in my life. You know, so yeah. my mother, I had a dream about her. And in the dream, I actually warned her about this dream. In the dream, I saw my mother. And at first, the first part of the dream was that I saw a demon. And the demon looked at me. And he pointed his finger towards, it looked like a time in the past. And I saw my mother. My mother was a Marine. And I saw my mother when she was around about my age, 20, 25, 24, she was really thin, like really thin. Like my mom was always really thin, not no more. She thick now, but she was really thin back in the day. And she looked a lot like me. My mom looks a lot like me. She has very curly hair like this. She's a brightish skinned person. She has like Asian looking eyes. Like she looks a lot like me, but she has a butt chin. Like she has like a butt chin. And a bigger nose. That's about it. But besides that, everything else looks like me. So I saw her and I knew immediately it was her. She had straight hair. She's had straight hair her whole life. Even though I think she has curly hair or wavy hair. I don't know. She relaxes it, but she had long hair when I was a kid. She had straight hair. It was pulled back in a bun, and she was running with the Marines. She had her little glow belt on and her old school Marine Corps PT clothes on. And I saw the demon, and then the demon was just standing there looking at me and looking at her. And then I saw my mom holding her chest when she was running. Like her chest was hurting, whatever. And I remember, and it made something click. My mom used to talk about, when she went running, her chest would hurt and stuff like that. And she had to go to the doctor about it. And then the demon showed me her now. And I knew, so in the dream, I saw my mom and she was like this, like stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, these bold letters that were like bright came down on top of her head, and it said chemo. You know what chemo is associated with cancer and stuff like that. And lately, my mom has had multiple tumors in her body, and the doctor said, if these are, not benign, but you only have like 6 months to live. And my mom basically has had multiple tumors and stuff like that. And recently she came out with a cyst, and, the next step for her is that, and that was a warning. I told my mom, she basically, God in the dream was like, she has no covering, no spiritual covering, nothing. Nothing is protecting her. And there's been a demon on her life that's been harassing her whole life, and her health. And my mom's had health problems a lot. Not because our family has health problems, but because she's been attacked by a demon, because she leaves herself open. Even though my mom is a Christian, she lives her life how she wants to live. She lives her life how she wants to live. And when I told her about this dream and I warned her, and I was like, you need to pray. You need to protect yourself. Put the armor of God on and stuff. And she's like, she almost laughed like, you can pray for me. I pray. You know what I'm saying? That's how she is. That's how she is towards me. And then she like my mom will hang up on me. She will, and, it's just, I just didn't even bother after that. Because she's the type of person, I'm the type of person, with my family will never listen to me. They will never respect me. They never have respect me. And that's just been the norm in my family. And any mistake that I've ever made is always there. It could be 2 years, 5 years old, and they still treat me like it happened yesterday. They are snakes. I call my mom a snake. I told her, you're a snake in the grass. One moment, she calls me a bad mom, or tries to allude to call me a bad mom. And I didn't even do anything. I just been trying to make it in life, take care of my daughter, work, get my bachelor's. I'm just doing the normal thing that you're supposed to do as a parent and as a person. Take care of yourself, take care of your child, take care of your husband. I'm not talking about take care and pay it. No, I mean treat your husband good and just do what God tells me to do. And it's no matter what, they always come against me. They always have something to say about me. I was in, I'm not going to go into the abusive stuff that went on in the house and stuff. I'm not about to go into all that. But, that was going on in the household when I was a kid. A lot of things were going on in the household that just wasn't godly. It wasn't in it. It was selfish. I'm always being told I'm selfish, but everything I do is for the betterment of my family and also to bring people into the kingdom. Everything that I try to do outside of with my family, that's what I try to do all the time. That's why I make these videos, because, if I'm going to do anything for God, I'm going to try to bring souls in. Like, of course, I have my little things that I do. I'm getting my bachelor's in animation. Of course, I love that type of stuff. God made me a creative person. But, my family they're snakes, honestly. They're all Christian, but they all are just have bad hearts, and they will turn on you. And I told my mom, I really didn't want her around me or my daughter, because there's no respect. There's nothing. Like, you constantly allude to me being some type of bad mother because you want my daughter. Like, she wants Nala, my daughter, to be her daughter. Like, my mom favoritizes her grandkids. Like, I just picked up on a lot of things. Like, for example, like, I noticed that, like, she like, Nala has light eyes, she's light skinned, she has loose, curly hair and stuff. And my mom always wanted like more mixed looking kids and stuff. And I can tell, like, she favors my daughter because she looks how she wanted us to look, or her, younger children now look. And none of them look like Nala. They look like kind of like me, or darker, or with curlier hair, or they don't look like my daughter, and it's like she gravitates towards my daughter a lot. And I always felt like she showed more closeness and tried to be more overbearing with my daughter versus all the other grandchildren, because all the other grandchildren pretty much look black. They just have like hair like this, curly hair and stuff, but like they don't look per se mixed. And I'm not trying to be ignorant. I'm just telling you how color struck people are, how she has issues. She has issues that she needs to resolve. And, I'm not saying this to bring my mom down. I'm telling you this because, like, this is real and this is what I be dealing with. And it's hard because you be trying to warn people, hey, I had a dream about you that is really bad. That's something that's coming. And you can pray about this. You can ask God to remove remove these unclean spirits from you and stuff. And my family will blow me off or laugh at me. So, it makes me not even want to bother sometimes. It really does. I hate to say that. I'm sorry, y'all. But it's okay. Like, I'm okay. My family's okay. We've been going through a lot, but God has definitely delivered me through it all. He showed me a lot about a lot of people. a lot about a lot of people. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna keep posting. I'm gonna keep making videos of the dreams that God gives me and stuff like that. And just pray for my family and stuff. I'm gonna be praying for them because God showed me a lot about them that I really don't want to come to pass. Even if I don't want to be close to them, I don't want my mom to have to deal with that. I don't want her to have to deal with cancer and stuff because she's wicked. Like, she's wicked as crap. But I still don't want that for my mom because I love my mom, No matter what happens or how she is towards you, you always love your mama because she brought you into this world. And I know how she's been towards me and towards a couple of other children besides the 2 that she got from my stepfather. I'm just going to say this. It was not right. Just to say the least. And it's been swept under the rug a lot. But, you know, just pray for her. You know, hopefully she gets it together. Because she's getting older now. But she's still the same way. Stubborn, don't want to hear nothing. Can't be wrong. Can't tell her nothing. Can't talk to her. Will never see her side. So it's really hard to talk to somebody like that. My brother is the same. My twin brother is the same way. Like, he thinks he's right no matter what. Even if he's clearly wrong. Like, he doesn't care about anybody. He was about to throw me out on the street with my daughter for no reason, for something he started. So it just shows you the type of person that he is. So, you know, of course, you know, I always have a plan. So I have a plan. Everything I always have a backup plan. But the thing is, I already saw it coming. You know, God already warned me when I was staying there with him. Oh my God, I had so many dreams of demons attacking me in that house. And I was like, okay, something's going to happen. And something did happen because God already warned me. He warned you before the storm. So, you know, I already came up with a plan. Me and my husband came up with a plan after we reconciled with one another. All right, you guys. I love you guys. God bless.